sounds excellent.
Okay, and one other thing.
That sounds excellent.
Okay, and we still have to wait until Monday to start using our telephones. We have right now an issue right now in technology. We had already adapted everything for the BlackBerry, but we are having some little difficulties adjusting things for the iPhone. But people here promised me that everything will be ready on Friday. But just to have a little margin, we're gonna start doing things through the phone until next Monday. Just wait some days and then we'll start. So we will have different ways of communicating. If technology right now is not as perfect as we would like to, we will have different ways of sending and also having some feedback and dialogue so that this technology we are using right now it doesn't make noise. Okay?
Okay. All right. Since we are running out of time, why don't we go ahead and skip to the part about the work of art in the age of mechanical reproduction? We'll skip that. That slide's kind of busy. Let's skip that, please. Next. Next. Siguiente. 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 All right, this. Okay. The main argument of Walter Benjamin in this article is that art that is reproduced, mainly the film, the cinema, doesn't have an aura. I'm going to share with you my idea of the aura, and then I want you to share me your idea of what you think the aura is, or what it lacks, or what it needs, or whatever. What does it mean to you? If you go to the Palacio de Bellas Artes and you see this mural by Diego Rivera, you are not only seeing this image, right? You are in the physical, you're in the presence of this mural. You might know that this mural, or they started this mural in Rockefeller Center. It was torn down, and they rebuilt it because of an image of Lenin. You would also be amazed by the room that you're in. It's the Palacio de Bellas Artes, Richard, as you know, is like a cathedral. It's impressive. It's like the Sistine Chapel. So all of these things participate with you, and you are giving back to that. You are producing the art at the same time. It is ephemeral. It is a temporal experience. Your emotions, your knowledge. Knowledge is capital. You are participating with the effect, the aura of this. This doesn't happen in film, according to Walter Benjamin. Okay, next, please. Perhaps a more current example would be thinking of Harry Potter. Harry Potter, he's a book. He's an imaginary boy. I don't know. He's movie. He's merchandise. He's everywhere. He's on T-shirts. But if you see this retablo, you see it inside the cathedral, and it has a much more profound or different effect. It's not reproducible because it is attached to the cathedral and the tradition of religion, Catholicism. It is attached to your belief, your faith, perhaps. All of these things help create the aura. It's like a sunrise. The sun will rise tomorrow, probably, but it's not going to be that sunrise. And that produces a certain aura that reproduction cannot do. Reproduction has other values, but not those values, not that instantaneous crystallization as opposed to construction. Enrique, you want to?
This text from Walter Benjamin, if you haven't read it, you should read it. I mean, because I found this text very richful for other aspects of life. Now, I mean, Walter Benjamin is mainly speaking about art, but you can take that same idea and put it almost in anything today. And you will find, in my experience, I found one of the most clear thinkings of the society today. And when this idea of the reproduction of the message, we can move it from art and put it almost anywhere. We can put it in the media industry. We can put it in the personal aspects, in the family, in my personal life, with my mi pareja, ¿cómo se dice? My partner. I mean, and find how there are two kinds of messages. The messages that have aura, that have the experience, the significance of the experience, and there are messages that have a lack of it, you know, that are missing that part because it loses its meaning because of the reproduction, because it is out of the context, because it is once and again, you know, repeated and repeated and repeated, and it doesn't, you know, it's a very, taking this idea, you know, and putting it, for example, in the media industry, can, I think, explain much of what is happening today. You see the news at the morning, you see it at midday, you see it at the night, and you are almost seeing the same thing in all the news, all the time, until it just explodes. I mean, until there's no meaning of seeing it again. We have this tragedy right now in Haiti, and each 5 minutes you can see, you know, the internet site of some of the main newspapers, and I have done the experiment. I don't know if you guys have done it, but you can see, you can take a lot of different newspapers in the world, and even in the same country, and you can detect very easily that they're taking the same source, exactly the same source. They are saying the same things about one aspect of life right now, about one event. And they repeat it and repeat it once and again, once and again, once and again. CNN is a clear example of this. So what does it happen? I mean, it doesn't keep me more informed. It happens the opposite, that I kind of, you know, create a barrier, you know, of what is happening in the world. It's not significant to me anymore. If I in the past spent some time in Haiti, if I read something about Haiti, if I got, that gives another context.
He might not hear you.
Yes, Richard.
Enrique, can you hear me?
Yes?
Some of the students here are going to have to leave because, you know, the time is up. And I just wanted to thank you folks for all this wonderful effort. And I know there are technical difficulties, but we'll work the technical difficulties out. And I think this is a great experiment, and I know our students agree here. And what they're looking forward to is hearing not only you all give your expertise, of course, but I know they're looking forward to working with the other students as well. So I wanted to thank you and say that we look forward to the next session and getting the material that you're going to send us.
Okay, and let's work on these next days on the different ways of communication we have, so that we don't waste time and we can go through the course. Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay.
All right, we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.